Yeah, he was so genuine with that hug, and it was a hug. Like he kept hugging me and and he wasn't letting go, So I put if you'll see, I put my arms I tried to just to be able to tell him. I said, "You so deserve this. This is yours. Enjoy." And he was saying something to me. Came to the other side, like he sort of looked at me, but the noise and like I don't remember. My only wish is that I could find out what it is that he said, because he was talking to me. He was looking at me and saying something.
We'll find out.
Yeah, it was so real. It was so real, and just proved everything that I think about him. And if you're a fan of his, believe in him, because he is exactly, I'm sure you thought the same as me, what a great person he is, and just the kind of music he writes and everything. He is the best right now.
Life for Reina Lafantaisie will never again be as it was, now that she's met her favorite pop star at the 2023 Grammy Awards. During an interview with Access Hollywood, the Harry Styles 78-year-old superfan relived the moment she met the 29-year-old singer on Sunday with her granddaughter.
Can I say?
Yeah.
No, I know. When he got his first award, and he came and he was passing where I was sitting. Then all of a sudden, he turns around and he says, "That's you! That's you!" So he comes up to me and he kissed me on both my cheeks and held my hand. And all the other 10 superstars were there. So the girl beside me, she put out her hand too to give a handshake, and he gave her a handshake too. And like, that's just how great he was. But when he went, "It's you," the boy came up to me. And then later on, when I got to the awards, I did not know if I would get to see him. So I had written a card. I bought him a card, and I wrote a card, and I went over to one of his, I don't know, she had previously worked with Harry Styles. So I says, "Could you do me a big favor? Could you make sure he gets this card? Somehow tonight, can you slip this card to him?" And she said, I will. She said, "I promise you, I will." So during an intermission, we had to go to the washroom, and you have to be escorted to go to the washroom. So I was going to the washroom in line to get into the ladies' washroom, and around the corner, out comes Harry Styles. Makes a dash right up to me again, comes up to me and holds me, and he says, "Thank you so much for that very nice card." Like, who else does that? Come out of where he is to do that. He is so, I can't even explain. So he actually thanked me for the card. So I know he got the card, and I know that he read it. That was the two things I seen him before, which I didn't know. I said, "Oh, at least I seen him." Nobody else on our in our group seen their star, like their artist.
Wow. And the fact that he took the time to read the card right there at the Grammys, which I'm sure was a busy time for him, I would assume.
Yeah, the beautiful card, honest to God.
Reyna had the honor of presenting Harry with the Grammy Award for Album of the Year for his smash album, Harry's House. And she shared what that moment was like for her.
I don't think you were anticipating being able to do that.
No, not in the least.
But how did you feel to be the one to break the news to Mr. Styles that he won Album of the Year?
You know what? It's hard to explain. Like, my whole body, total joy, my whole body. But well, I've got to tell you, I didn't have my glasses. And I didn't know none of this was happening. And I see him coming. He hands me this paper. "Maybe you should read this." I think something like that. And can't see, so I'm looking like this, and I'm saying, I gotta make sure I say the right name here, like this is pretty, but my heart tells me it's gotta be, him. Like, I never thought for 1 minute that he would not get it, eh? So finally I just managed to squeeze to see Harry there, and that was, oh my God, that moment it's hard to explain. Like, your heart wants to pump right out of your chest, and I was so happy for him. Like, he's so deserving. He is so deserving of that award. Yeah, it was pretty wild.
The superfan grandma went on to explain how it felt to hold the Grammy Award, as Harry sweetly handed it to her after he won.
And the thing is too, like, we had been talking, there was 10 super fans there, right? And that award is very heavy. So that's one thing that crossed my mind too. I said, oh my God, I can't drop this. I can't drop this. I can't drop this.
And meanwhile, there's like Taylor Swift, like Jay-Z, all these people looking at her right there.
Oh, am I going to look smart if I drop this?
Reyna further explained to Access Hollywood why she has loved the entertainer for so many years.
Because, before I met him, I really think he's a superhuman being, caring, just caring. I see nothing but good. Now that I've seen him, I know that's a fact. That he is such a great human being, and you see it in the way he deals with people, the way like his hug was like a he wanted that to hug and show that he cared, and he's the look in his face. He's genuine, man. He's really, really, really genuine, and a good person. And I can't tell you more. It's just not the star power. He's handsome, excellent. We went to the concert, as you may know, and he gives a super performance, and he loves his fan, loves what he does, and I love him.
I preach. I am right there with you.
Oh my God.
She's like, yes.
Are you also a big fan of Harry as well?
I am now, just because after all of this, but I never, to be honest, I don't listen to much music lately. I'm so busy doing work stuff, but now I'm like, oh my God, he's so, the way he treated her at the Grammys was just, he didn't have to do that. So yeah, it just shows the kind of person that he is.
She also recalled the moment Harry came into the music world, back when he auditioned on X Factor, and she says she always knew he would be a star, and that Simon Cowell was very wrong about him.
It's so weird because I remember the audition with X Factor where Simon Cowell told them that they would never make it on their own, so they better form a group. Well, Simon Cowell, you don't know everything.
I hope you guys use that on the show.
I'll be like, we need to put that in. It's true. No, it's true, because you look back at the little kids they were, and they told them you're not strong enough, and here he is winning Album of the Year. It's crazy.
Well deserved.
Now,
that's not the last award he's going to get, by the way.
Oh no. This is just the beginning.
Yeah.
We're going to be there through it all.
Yeah. That's what I said. That's the kind of music I want. Her son, my little great grandkids are going to be listening to his music. And that's the kind of music I want them to listen to, with that upbeat,
Reyna concluded by thanking the satellite singer for making her debut at the Grammys extra special.
I want to thank him for the kind of person that he is, and I would like to tell him, do not change. Don't let anybody change. Be true to yourself. Be true to your friend like you are. And I want to thank him for making me feel so special when he held me like that with that hug. It was, believe me, a good grandma. Actually, last night I was trying to research Harry to see if his grandmother was still alive, or if he had a grandmother, because I think he enjoyed his hug. Maybe he'll get back to me, but I certainly enjoyed it and felt the warmth. I really felt warm. That he's a super person, super person.